And we are going to go live now with the world's longest intro.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men with a dream and savage yearning within them, legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of big men.
I say this without being respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place where I can get a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on the hot day?
Mr. Clevin, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power one goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Indeed it is, Cave Crew Radio. Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. We are live again. I am so excited. I do have stories to tell. But I am DK, live from my cave in Tampa Bay, Canada. 70 degrees. Sun tanning again today. Unbelievable. They're calling for tornadoes and snowstorms and stuff like that. But we've got a lot of fun stuff, and I'm gonna talk about some of the other fun stuff, and we got a great guest coming on and all this stuff, but we have a really, really special guest because we have the most senior intern of all joining us tonight. We have Little B.
Hello, guys. No, I have this thing that's probably gonna confuse a lot of people. And a lot of people are not gonna answer this because they're probably gonna have to decide. Which band is better? Judas Priest or Iron Maiden?
I like Iron Maiden. Oh. Hang on, Little B. We don't usually do it this way, but live from Queens, we also have Big B.
That is true. Live from, I would say if you're from Tampa Bay, I'm from Orlando, Queens.
It's gorgeous.
It is very warm here. I'm just hoping it's not like 2 weeks ago where it was like 70 degrees one day and the very next day we had 10 inches of snow. So I'm hoping we're in a nice pattern right now.
No, something's coming tomorrow. I just know it. And again, folks, we're kind of skipping along the way we do things because we got our special guest here. We also have from somewhere in Dakota. I can never remember north or south, but I'm going to guess north this time. CJ Repka from Roswell.
You miss that every time. It's South Dakota.
No. And I can't even say the word I want to. Goodness sakes. Goodness gracious.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much for having me back on the show. It's always an honor to be here with you guys. I mean, Cave Crew Radio is definitely one of my favorite programs, and to get a chance to be a guest host on the show, it's absolutely an honor.
And what an amazing background he has. He's going to teach.
Yeah, don't tell anybody, but I ripped this off from somebody on a Facebook group.
I want to tell you though, I was watching all these discussions, and Little B, don't go away. I was watching all these discussions about Stitcher playing advertisements and stuff like that. I'm going to charge you for that.
Hey,
my God.
I'll pay you double what it costs you to make it.
Yeah. All right. So over back to Little B, who is I'm going to call him our supreme intern.
Wow.
Because we junior interns don't make enough money. They want to sue us in court. They're causing civil war, all this stuff.
Right.
Supreme intern.
So to combat the junior intern, first we had we got the senior intern.
Yeah.
And now we have the supreme intern.
Yes. And we're going to we will create a flow chart
right.
on the homepage for.
But just to be clear, the senior intern and the supreme intern are much higher on the food chain than the junior intern.
Well, they have internet that actually works.
Right. I just want to make sure, where we stand with these things.
Right.
So the supreme intern, that's actually higher than guest host, right?
No. You're not just a guest host. We are going to make you senior intern in training.
Awesome.
How do you like that, junior intern?
Oh my goodness.
Don't want to do radio with us anymore. We'll show you.
Yeah. Go take a mic.
Yeah. We're giving you the mic tonight.
There you go.
All right. So Little B, raise your question again, because this is a music show, but we like music, so
yeah.
And we're certainly not interested in the Oscars this week because none of us watched any of those movies. So
neither do I.
What's your question again?
All right. Now this depends on people, what music they like, but sometimes they like both music. Now the options are, which band is better, Judas Priest or Iron Maiden?
I'm gonna stand by my. I've seen both bands.
So have I.
I really.
Yes, I have. I've also been to an Iron Maiden concert.
I'm gonna tell an Iron Maiden story later, but again, go to bed before I can tell that story. But I also saw both bands. Judas Priest is good. They have a few songs that I like. But I just think Iron Maiden is more like a metal orchestra. I personally prefer Iron Maiden. How about you, CJ?
Neither one of those bands kind of hit me all that much. Iron Maiden, I guess, a little bit more so. But I was about that time. I was still into the whole Black Sabbath and Motorhead. That was kind of my go-to.
Yeah, I definitely get that. If you can see behind me, right up there, that's an Iron Maiden flag that I fly here in the studio. So my preference is definitely Iron Maiden. And very quickly, I was one of the best interview I think I've ever done was when I interviewed Paul Di'Anno from Iron Maiden. He was a funny motherfucker. Great stories. We laughed for like 45 minutes. What a great guy. And Iron Maiden is my favorite band of all time.
You realize you just said a no in front of Little B.
Don't worry.
He hears worse than that. Yelled at him.
Don't worry. I hear everything.
I realize that, Little B. I'm the same with my son. But if we tell that in public, we'll have child
You can say that word. You and we just can't. But you can say it.
See, you have to understand. CJ put it best when he first reviewed the show, that and I think he was talking more about me, that we have the ability to use the word fuck as a noun, verb, adverb, or adjective at any given time we talk. So that's gonna happen.
Better than George Carlin.
Huh?
I'm pretty
Better
sure.
than George Carlin. CJ.
I'm pretty sure that if you grew up in Queens or anywhere in that New York area, New York City area, fuck was probably your first word out of your mouth as a baby.
Listen, see, I grew up in Canada. I learned to say that word in both French and English.
How do you say it in French? Is it le fuck? What, how do you say?
C'est un la fangou.
Oh, that's the other thing. Being from New York, in Queens, if you grew up in an Italian neighborhood, and I grew up in an Italian-German neighborhood, you learned baffangool.
Yeah, fangul.
Which is fucking Italian. Yeah. You learn that really early.
I think fangul is fucking every other language but English. I can't believe I'm saying this. My kid's going to be home soon, too. I swear like that at my kid, and then my wife just punches me where it doesn't show.
You see here, the reason why it didn't surprise me when I got on the show the first time and heard Big B, express himself so elegantly is, well, my wife uses the word about as well as he does. So I was pretty used to it. But it's one of those things. I mean, when a person can master the art of the F word, dude, that's when you got to master. And Big B, you are the master.
Thank you, sir. And being from New York, you learn, you use that word to start sentences. You just go up and you say what's up, like, hey, CJ, and you go to start to tell a story. You're like, fucking the other day when I went to work, you start with that word, and it's all part of just normal language. And the person you're talking to is like, fucking really? It's just all part of language.
With me, with my coaching though, and now I'm doing that other show. And by the way, CJ, you'd be proud of Big B and I, because we did not say a swear word for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
But anyway, I won't normally do this, but Little B, hang on the headphones and get close to your mic here, because I got a story, and I want to get your opinion.
Okay.
Before before you go eat ice cream and take care of your little brother, James is probably looking for his tongue somewhere.
Yeah, and I want to make an announcement. I will be the future Big B.
Hey, I want to.
Oh, he's retiring you already, Big B.
I guess.
Retiring you.
Yeah, you're going to be retired in like 5 years. So,
And that's
great job.
You, right? Am I still here?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Until your son takes over.
He's not going to take over. He's not as aggressive. He's shy. I bet you he's not home right now. He's at soccer. But look, before I do this story, I want to ask you a question. You got to do this with James. Have you ever gone to James? Have you ever stolen his nose?
Yes.
Yeah, I got your nose.
Yes.
That's the best.
Yeah. It's surprising because then he starts feeling himself, like touching his face, like, is it really gone?
I know, like, and sometimes when I get on a really bad trip on weekends, my wife does that, and I freak out too. One time I found it in the freezer. No, I'm just kidding you, buddy. That's a fun game to play with kids. It is a fun game, though. I used to do it with my kids all the time. I got your nose. And it's really your thumb. It doesn't look anything like a nose, does it?
You ever get in the shower and the water drops that come out of the shower head are 8 feet wide? Those are fun.
Yeah, they're great.
I don't think I've ever taken that drug. Anyway, so Little B, here's the story, and this is a real story, and I want to get your opinion on this. Do you like pizza?
Yes, I do. I eat it every Wednesday.
All right, and you can tell me, what do you have on your pizza?
I just eat regular.
Like pepperoni, cheese?
Cheese pizza, but not that often. I might have a pepperoni.
A little bit of pepperoni, maybe some sausage, some bacon. But anyway, so the president of Iceland. Do you know where Iceland is?
Yeah.
Okay, so the president of Iceland apparently is declaring World War III right now. He is suggesting that pineapple on pizza should be banned.
Oh, it's terrible.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree. Because pineapple on pizza, you would if you put pineapple on a pizza, and you hand it to a bunch of people who prefer anything else, what would happen? My suggestion is they would probably chase you down the block with pitchforks.
Listen, I think pineapples should be saved for upside down cakes.
Yeah, pretty much. Or
Yeah.
anything, or like smoothies or something like that.
Something like that. Not pizza, right?
Pizza would just be spoiled if they put pepperoni. But I'm just saying, I think World War III a little bit too far.
Well, I agree it's a little bit too far, but
a little bit too far for just putting pineapple on a pizza.
But
That's a little bit too far.
No, but I always go to these birthday parties and all these other parties, and someone always orders a Hawaiian pizza. I guarantee you, it's
you know what's funny is
being from New York, where's the two best places to get pizza? Well, there's only one good place to get pizza, and that's New York. Chicago will argue that with their shitty fucking 18-layer pie of fucking pizza.
Cholesterol in a pan.
Oh, fucking, it's ridiculous. But the first time I ever heard of pineapple on pizza, you don't find that here in New York. The first time I ever heard about it was when we were in California. We're out there, and a friend of ours is like, "Oh yeah, let's go get some pizza." Okay, we go to the pizza place, and he's like, "Yeah, let me get a slice with pineapple." What the fuck are you talking about? I wanted to spit on him. It's like, you don't put fucking fruits on a fucking pizza. What is wrong with you,
CJ? What happens in South Dakota?
Well, I got two observations here. You ask a kid from Queens if he likes pizza. Hell, that was his pacifier.
Right.
Yeah. Anybody who's in Queens.
Number two, I love how you talk about Hawaiian pizza, because here in the States we call that Canadian bacon. They put pineapple on Canadian bacon pizza.
No.
Oh my God.
What? wait, is that a fucking South Dakota thing? I've never heard that.
What it is? It's disgusting. Whatever it is.
The local Cherokee depot or whatever. Those are Canadian.
Well, that just spoils people's appetites.
Yeah, no.
Pineapple pizza.
my experience with pizza is a good traditional pie, Italian type pie. It's not, doesn't have a bunch of crazy shit on it. It's just what it is.
I just have to say, whoever came up with pineapple pizza, you've literally ruined pizza forever.
For sure. I agree.
And if you're listening, person who created pineapple pizza, it's your fault.
Yes, they should be stoned to death. So
yeah, but
before you go, little B, because you and me, Mrs. Cotter's getting right into it. She wants ketchup, macaroni, and cheese on the pizza. Holy moly, she's
fucking disgusting.
It's going crazy. Anyway, let's me and you talk about Skylanders.
Skylanders. Oh, I actually have the figures.
Yes. Have you been playing it lately?
Well, I gave up. I didn't really. I played the game and I finished all the games.
So you're much too old now to talk to me about Skylanders.
No, I'm not. I have the figures though. I kind of got. I didn't really. After I beat the games, there was really nothing else to do. So basically, I just gave them back to GameStop and got different games.
The great thing about being a kid is you actually beat the game.
Yes.
See, my son beat the game too with 475 different Skylanders. I'm still on level 1.
Are you serious?
Trying to beat, what's the bad guy's name again? That he's really cool.
Chaos.
So who is your favorite Skylander?
Well, that depends on what game. If you're
all right,
trying
let's
to make
go.
it specific.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'm going to say, who is your favorite Skylander in Skylander Giants?
Skylander Giants?
I know that's got to be like 2 years ago. All right, let's go to swap figures. Who's your favorite
swap team?
swap team?
I gotta say, you know the knight that the knight that throws the bombs.
Yeah.
Him.
All right.
He's the swap team guy.
I like the little guy that shoots the copper out of his gun. Go bang, 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 bang. Remember from the first game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like.
Also, there's the trap team.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. I like that guy who looks like he has the Egyptian kind of look.
Okay, so he looks like a pharaoh or something.
Yeah, he looks like a pharaoh with gold and black, red eyes, a giant dark sword.
So what game now that you've defeated Skylanders, that is so ancient. Forgive me for bringing it up. What game are you playing now? What's your favorite?
I'm kind of playing. Well, there's 3 games 4 games I'm playing. There's my top one that I play the most is Minecraft.
Oh, my son likes Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah. The second one is Destiny.
I don't know.
Rise of Iron.
Okay.
The third one is Ark Survival Evolved. If you guys haven't heard of it. And the last one is Roblox.
Oh, my kid loves it. Do you play the one where you're playing driving the cars and you're hitting the soccer ball? Is that Roblox?
No, Roblox is like there's a bunch of different mini games that you do.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of.
He loves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. I tried it once. And
Yeah.
I left. I usually cry because
you
gotta
cry.
remember, I play NHL 17, buddy, and I still use the NHL 94 controls.
And
A and B. That's all.
He plays in Roblox. He plays this mini game called Murder Mystery.
Number 2.
Where you're either an innocent, a cop, or the murderer. And whenever he's the murderer, he lies to all his friends and says, "No, I'm innocent. Come follow me," and then kills everybody.
That's the point of the game. If you're on a mic, you would definitely try to trick your friends. So, because who knows if they're the sheriff? Who knows?
It goes back to that age-old question: is it Iron Maiden or Judas Priest?
Yes, it goes back to the ancient question. No one knows.
All right, listen, buddy, you're awesome. You have to be a regular person on the show now.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
As a supreme intern, he better be.
What'd you say?
As a supreme intern, he better be the right.
That's true. That's true. As supreme intern, he has to be.
Yes, I do.
You need to start sending me stories.
Okay. I actually have a story.
All right. Well, we have 5 minutes before the break. It's all yours till we go to break. What do you got?
Well, there's this kid on my block.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of kids on my block, and we were playing basketball this one day, and this kid, one of my friends was like, "I bet I could shoot from the sidewalk to the hoop, which is on the other side of the street."
How far is the sidewalk? Is that like a legitimate 3-pointer? Or?
Like farther than a 3-pointer, which would not count because you would be out of bounds. But the thing is, he just wanted to shoot it, and I allowed him. And what happened was, he literally made it halfway before the ball went straight down. Halfway.
Did anybody film it? Because if you didn't film it, it didn't happen.
Are you serious? If it filmed,
I mean, if you don't have it now on Instagram or YouTube, then this is just a legend. It can't be true.
It is not a legend.
It's the legend of the air ball.
Yeah.
of Queens.
And literally
on the sidewalk.
Right. The legend of the sidewalk air ball from Queens.
And then after that, there's this teenager with his brother down the block that we live on, and he came up and he actually makes the shot, and literally the other kid starts freaking out and starts calling, "Oh my God, did you hack? It's basketball. How do you hack?"
How do you hack? We're not in an alternate reality here.
Yeah. That's what I was saying to him.
Everybody knows Queens is real.
Yeah, Queens is real. What it he just started freaking out and then challenges the teenager to a game and he loses, pretty much. And then he starts freaking out again.
What was the score of the game?
Well, like it was up to 21 points.
Oh, jeez. And I bet you lost 21-0.
Actually 21-1.
He got one.
Yeah, 1 point.
Fantastic. And I always think that victory is a perception, right? Because the teenager is going to win. So that 1 point is actually really a victory for that kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Because who would have thought he would have got any against the teenager?
Yeah, pretty much. And I actually am getting better at basketball.
So you're practicing?
Yeah, I play with my friends.
Okay.
And I used to be on a basketball team.
But if your friends are no good.
No, my friends are good. A lot of them are.
Okay, because I was
It's
going to
just some of them are not that good.
And then you don't pick them till the end. Make sure they're the last ones picked.
Yeah. But, yeah, I was recently on a basketball team.
You know what I think? I think you should get your own show.
Yeah, get my own show, the Mini Big B show.
Because we have a few more things we need to accomplish. I don't want to be mean to you. I'm enjoying talking to you, but
yeah,
if I let you go, you're going to be well up past your bedtime.
Don't worry, it's my vacation.
Oh, jeez, March break. Just my luck.
It's my vacation, so I'm fine.
Big B, unplug his mic.
Easy enough. He's now muted.
No, he's a good kid.
See that? He's talking into the mic now. You can't hear him.
Oh, my Lord. He would have kept me going all night. I know he's still trying over there. We're going to get your own show. I'm going to produce it. Don't you worry.
There you go.
This other guy here, the other guy on the camera, CJ, he'll do all your video shit. You'll be all set up. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
All right, listen, because we're going to get busy. CJ, before we go to break, what do you got going on? CJ's from Raw and Real, Saloon 7 Studios. Lots of good stuff going on, some free ebooks and teaching people things. What's going on over there before we get into the show and get crazy?
Well, actually, if you really want to get into that, we are giving away a free mobile live streaming kit, courtesy of Ripka Media Group and Saloon 7 Studios. And to get that free, to enter that contest, all you got to do is join the group, facebook.com/groups/raw and real, and post a video of what you would do with the mobile live streaming kit. That's it.
I joined. I haven't made my thing yet.
Wow.
I'm trying to get creative.
Don't get too creative. Don't overthink this. This is really one of those things. You dumb it down as far as it will go. If a fifth grader can understand it, you probably hit the market right on the head.
Now, what does the kit include? Is it video? Is it audio? Is it both? What is it?
Yeah,
it's both. Yeah, the streaming, you stream through your phone, so I'm not going to buy you a damn phone.
Okay.
However, I am going to hook you up with a little 8-inch flexible tripod that's very versatile. 2-person lavalier mic set, so you can interview people, or you can use it as a solo lavalier mic.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get secondary battery, so you can charge your phone while you're live streaming, so you don't run out of batteries. And you're also going to get this really cool clip-on camera lens kit, and that'll help you get that wide-angle shot, so you can get that camera nice and close, get all the detail, and be able to get 2 people into a shot even.
Nice.
So all that's it's about a $63 value. We're giving that away. Like I said, it's a little contest, try to get some people to grow the group a little bit, and at the same time, as a bonus to that, you get a 2-hour consultation with me so I can help you kind of figure out your format and kind of learn how to use the equipment and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
What if we win the prize and we want to decline the 2-hour thing because you annoyed the shit out of us?
Oh shit!
Good job.
When is the contest end? How do you pick a winner?
It ends March 28th on my birthday. It ends March 28th, and as it's going to be announced that day.
Okay, and it's just a random. I guess you're the one that's picking the winner, right? You're going to review all the videos and pick the winner.
What's going to happen is we're going to pick the top 3 videos, and the top 3 videos are going to come on the show with me, and then the audience is going to pick the winner.
Very nice.
Awesome.
That way, I'm taken out of the equation.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely go and check out the group.
Well, I got to tell you this too. I'm so honored to be on this show, and it's the greatest show. I'm watching the other night. I got to tell you this, Big B, and they have this. I don't know what's that mountain you guys have over there with the
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. And him and this other dude, he's a cool dude too. They were picking their favorite podcast, and only because I was sitting in the audience, we got Cave Crew Radio is a pretty good show too.
Oh, we got the also mention.
Well, so here's the thing.
739. Are you?
Hold on. Let me get into that. I told him his top 4 podcasters, not top 4 groups. He brings freaking groups. Every single one of his freaking podcasts that he brings up has like 3 to 4 to 5 members in this podcast. Well, when you got 5 people in a podcast, what you can't help it. I mean, you're gonna be good. Somebody's gonna pick up the slack. There's always gonna be 2 or 3 people that pick up the slack, kind of like you and DK do, or like you and I are doing for DK right now, or what Little B does for all of us.
Afterburn 739. You got to be kidding me. Afterburn 739. You know I love you guys, but Ice in the Face and Cave Crew Radio beat you in that little. What was that contest we had, Big B?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't even remember what it was.
The Twitter one, the Pattern Family one.
Yeah.
Cave Crew Radio was second, and Afterburn 739 was third. But they're a great show. I'm just teasing.
What happened to the stupid Battle Royal contest we were in fucking like a month ago?
Yeah, I never heard anything about that.
No, this is the best thing. There's this new thing going on called I don't know if you got in on it, CJ, that podcast madness.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I got to tell you a little story. Let me tell you a little story before we go to break. So we enter ourselves in the comedy division.
Yeah.
You know what show they're fucking listening to?
What?
The fucking debate that you and Eric had.
Oh, really?
Oh.
They're listening. I thought they were listening to the week after show.
No, we're going to get trounced in the first round. I mean, it was a good show, but it was all frickin' politics.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hardly said 2 words. Anyway, it's all good.
Why does anyone want to talk about politics?
I agree with you 100%, especially the person I want to get on the air is the president of Iceland because he deals with important things like pizza.
That's right.
Yeah, another.
When that's on the top of your political agenda, you know there's not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could care less where you pee. I want to know what you eat on your pizza.
Right. Well, I mean, the country damn near went bankrupt. So, why not talk about pizza? They ain't got no money to do shit. Let's talk about some pizza.
And frozen pizza is cheap. You always get little pizzas, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. I want to set this up, guys. We got to take a quick break. We're going to make a phone call. We're going to play a game.
Okay.
We're going to play a choo-choo stew match game. And I'll explain the rules after the break. Also, CJ has a couple stories for us. So we're going to hang on in for those stories. And I have a story as well. So whatever else comes up, we still have a good hour to go. If we don't,
I have a commuting story too.
Oh my God, you got a rant. In other words,
no, not a rant. This is an actual story. This isn't a rant. This is a story.
All right, can I at least go pee?
Go, please.
All right. So when we get back, we're going to play the Choo Choo Stew match game. We got a commuting story from Big B, of course, from New York. And also CJ has some stories to tell us. And we'll get into some more fun and stuff. And Little B, you're the bomb. I appreciate you hanging out with me.
You're welcome.
You're much easier to talk to than any of the other people I've ever had on this show.
No wonder.
Thursday nights, 9 o'clock, cavecrewradio.com. Make sure you say hi to Annie Kelly, by the way.
Hi.
Now's your chance.
Hello, Aunt Kelly.
Oh, see, he was very shy about that. We'll be back, kids. Cave Crew Radio, live every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, only on cavecrewradio.com. Don't forget to check out the live YouTube feed, also available on demand on iTunes and Stitcher, wherever good podcasts are found. Cave Crew Radio at cavecrewradio.com. So you ask me, what goes on the rest of the week? Facebook, Cave Crew Radio. Join the Cave Crew Radio group on Facebook, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Find out where the stories come from. Where are the ideas plugging in? Cave Crew Radio on Facebook. Join today. Don't forget Twitter at Cave Crew Radio.
Ding, 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 ding. There he sits inside the local coffee shop, sporting a burning facial hair. But somehow he believes, although he has no job, that by his 30s he will be a millionaire. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. She posts lots of selfies on her Instagram with the quote that's inspirational. Hopes to change the world while wearing yoga pants, armed with her dreams and knowledge of essential oils. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. 27 years old, trying to make it on their own. Maybe stop by leaving your parents home, but maybe we're just wrong. Criticism isn't easy for their ears. They feel like they know most everything. See, they grew up with undeserved confidence, cause they got trophies just for participating. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. In a couple of years, we will have to pass the torch.
All right, we're back. DK here. Hi, everybody. I really enjoyed that. Because what would you call Little B? I mean, he's past. He can't be a snowflake. He can't be a millennial.
I don't know what they call this generation. That's not going to come for a little while because he's still too young to be a named generation. That usually comes when they're coming out of high school into college. So like you're 18, 19 years old. Now he's just a kid.
I think he's got a head start on things. So he's doing okay.
Yeah, he was quite excited.
So here's what we're gonna do. Boys. Yep. Before we get into anything else, I cracked the beer. I've got prizes to give away, chances to win. We're gonna call Rich. Rich is going to be our first contestant on Choo Choo Stew match.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if, let's get him on the line before I do anything here. Hang on. Let me, you guys talk. You know how it is when I make calls?
I do. So, Mr. Ripka.
Yes, sir.
How are things otherwise? And when do I get to go on the rant show?
You know,
I see DK on your show like every other fucking week because but you never asked me shit.
Good question. That's a good question because I want to get you on the show, and the reason why I want to get you on the show, it doesn't even have.
No, keep going.
Ranting so much as it has to do with the fact that you've got a great show. Metal Thunder Radio is an amazing show.
Oh, have you listened?
Yeah,
nice.
I'm the one.
No, you're the guy that listens. Okay, great, thank you. I appreciate
Bullshit. Ask him what he needs to win a T-shirt. Just ask him. He's full of shit. They all are.
That's true. What do you have to do to win a T-shirt?
To win a T-shirt?
That's right.
Fuck, I don't know.
Exactly. He ain't listening to shit.
No, I was listening on. I went to the website and I was listening, and my boss come in one day. He's like, "Hey, can you turn that off?" You don't like it.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
I'm gonna try and give away a shirt tonight.
I still want to know. I still want to know when I can be on his fucking show.
Monday, Wednesday, or Friday night. You just choose a night, and I will get you on the show.
Okay.
No, you're full of shit because he gets you on the show and then he goes, "Well, I was really excited about having you on, DK, but I'm sorry we got technical difficulties."
Okay. Hold up. I was on the road live streaming from a freaking hotel with my damn phone. There's absolutely.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to say, DK, can you be on the show? We're live in 10 minutes.
Hey, that's usually how it works too.
All right, CJ, I'll tell you. Let's do a Monday because Monday I'm usually down here in the studio putting together my metal show for Tuesdays. So let's do a Monday.
That sounds great, man.
Okay. I leave it up to you. You have to schedule me. I don't know when you're free.
Yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern is when I do my shows, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights.
All right, so this coming Monday.
I want to bring.
Okay.
I want to bring in the next generation. Well, you're too big to sit on my lap. Say hello. This is Little K.
Little K. We had Little B. Now we got Little K.
Your ankle's injured again. All right.
I put both on.
All right. You go get that fixed. We'll have to remove you for like a month. See, every time I tell him we're going to take him out, he says, no, it's not that bad.
And he's the one that I see all the pictures on Facebook of playing hockey.
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
He's pretty good. My buddy enlightened him to Eric Lindros, which was pretty cool.
Nice. Very good. Eric Lindros was a good player.
Get him on my show. Maybe I can get him on Let's Talk Hockey and see where that one goes.
He'll just tell you his ankle's sore. Listen, we go through it every day because I think that's the cool thing. I don't remember when I was young because I'm old now, but every day my ankle's sore. All right, then, buddy, we got to take you out for 3 weeks injured reserve. No, absolutely not. I'm going to play. But for right now, my ankle's sore. I don't want to do math.
I don't want to do math.
I don't want to do math. Okay.
Well, yeah, you can't flex those toes up so you can count those toes. So if you got a sore ankle, you're limited to 15s. You can't get the whole 20.
There you go. Just like I was teasing him the other day, he was in this soccer tournament and they played this phenomenal team. They must have come over from like fucking Europe or something. And I said, I cannot keep track of the goals you let in on my hands and my toes. And he said, similar to what Big B's son would say, fuck off. And you do it. They're good kids. Rich, are you on the phone?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, it's double things on the phone and on headphones.
Well, take the computer off. You're not on listening to the radio anymore. All right, here's the game. All right, before I start the music, and I'm really excited about this. I'm really pumped up about this. Have you ever watched Match Game? Have you ever watched the game show Match Game?
Okay, is that the one with Wink McMartindale or whatever his name was, and they had like a panel of all these?
I don't think Wink Martindale was the guy, but they had a panel of people. So what we're going to do is this is all pertinent to Choo Choo Stew. And it is Match Game. And what's going to happen is every time you get 2 out of 3, we're going to give you a prize. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let me cue things in here for a second. Hang on.
Hello, everyone. This is Choo Choo. So I'm here to try and sort out confusion. So stay tuned.
All right, Match Game, Choo Choo Stew. I got to get the, let's make sure I'm on the right camera here. I got so many fucking computers going. There we go.
I like the picture of him carving the fucking turkey.
Match Game. So now, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Rich. I'm gonna read a question. Now, I don't want your answer until everyone, including myself, has had a chance with our magic marker to write our answer down. And we're going to see how well everybody knows Choo Choo Stew. So the prize you're going for, by the way, right now, I got to do a camera switch again here. The prize you're going to go through, we're going to make it easy for this one. You're going to go for a Raging Bull bubble gum and some foam mousse candy. So not too much pressure on this one. We got a couple of candies for you to play for. The prizes get better. Trust me. All right. Everybody, are celebrity contestants ready?
Yes.
All right. Get your magic markers ready. Here is the question. We all know that Choo Choo Stew is the most interesting man in the world. This is when you guys would say, how interesting is he? Let's try that again. We all know that Choo Choo Stew is the most interesting man in the world. How interesting is he? Good. That's not bad. Well, Choo Choo Stew recently had a chance to visit the Statue of Liberty in New York City. After hearing President Trump had grabbed her by the pussy, Choo Choo Stew decided to grab her by the blank. He decided to grab her by the blank. Write your answers down. Keep them hidden. Give me a few more seconds. Choo Choo Stew recently had a chance to visit the Statue of Liberty in New York. After hearing President Trump grabbed her by the pussy, Choo Choo Stew decided to grab her by the blank. Decided to grab her by the blank. All right, Rich, we're going to go over to you first, and then we're going to see you need to match 2 people to win a prize. Okay? So let me read you the question one more time. Choo Choo Stew recently had a chance to visit the Statue of Liberty in New York. After hearing President Trump had grabbed her by the pussy, Choo Choo Stew decided to grab her by the blank. What do you say?
The torch.
By the torch. Good answer. I'm first going to go over this time to CJ. CJ, Choo Choo Stew decided to grab her by what?
I say he grabbed her by the toe.
Oh, the toe. The toe. So you need two more, Al, to get this right. I like that, though. The torch. That was a good answer. Big B, what do you say?
I said, and I'm assuming the reason why we're doing this on paper and markers to show it to the camera, I said by the leg, so he knows what two legs actually feel like with one. Because if you recall, he dated the one-legged Aborigine.
I do recall that. I do recall that. Well, you're not going to win any candy. I chose to say, I don't know if you can see that. Is my marker showing up? By the crown.
Well, that's not bad.
I said the crown, but the torch was good. So you kind of get the hang of it, right?
Yes, I do.
I thought the torch was a very good answer, by the way. All right, next question, ladies and gentlemen. Choo Choo Stew is known, among other things, as an accomplished chef. He was trying to think of something new to cook for dinner, while the rest of the neighborhood was searching for Pokemons. Choo Choo Stew was out catching blank. Well, the rest of the neighborhood was out catching Pokemons. Choo Choo Stew was catching blank. Now, hang on, I didn't tell you what you're playing for yet. I do have to tell you what you're playing for. Where do I got here? Where did they go? You are going to be playing for two Bermuda Triangle books. One of them autographed by Bruce German. The other one written by what's her name? Pathway to Atlantis from Trantham. Okay, both books autographed. You're ready to play. Here is the question. Here's the question one more time. Choo Choo Stew is known for, among other things, as an accomplished chef. He was trying to think of something new to cook for dinner, while the rest of the neighborhood was catching Pokemons. Choo Choo Stew was out catching blank. What do you say?
Eels.
Okay, so you need to get two correct to win these two books. I'm going to go first this time. And Al, I think you need to go back to listen a little bit more of what Choo Choo Stew would do. Because I said, Rich, jellied eels.
I did say eels.
You got one right. Jellied eels. You got one right. Over to Big B this time.
Well, I will say, why is your camera like all fucking out of focus? What the hell happened?
Why now?
I don't know. Your camera went drunk all of a sudden.
Oh, I thought that was just me.
But I did say, I will hold this up to the camera. I said eels from the River Thames.
That's two. You've got yourself a prize. I'm trying to fix my camera while we talk. All right, over to CJ. What would you say?
I said fish because, well, I just didn't know that there's eels anywhere around the UK.
That goes way back to when Stu really first came on the show. Him and his jellied eels and the vomit sauce that was on the plate.
I'm trying to refocus my camera. There we go. I'm back. I guess I can't hold things up. Congratulations, Rich. You've got yourself two Bermuda Triangle books.
Yay!
Coming your way. There's better prizes to come. Trust me. And you know what? We might have been able to include fish. But, all right. So, here we go again. Choo Choo Stew match game is the name of the game, kids. I'll bring my mic back now. Question number 3. And then in the fourth question, you only get to pick one person for the grand prize. Chew recently went to visit a strip club full of beautiful women. He decided to get a personal table dance. Being the English gentleman he is, instead of giving her a $1 bill, he gave her blank. Instead of a $1 bill, he's going to give her blank. Okay, so one more time. The question is, Al, Chew recently went to visit a strip club full of beautiful women. He decided to get a table dance. Being the English gentleman he is, instead of giving her a $1 bill, he gave her a blank. What are you going to say?
He gave her a pound.
A pound. Gave her a pound. It's transcribed in so many ways. This time we're going to go over to Big B.
I said, instead of giving her $1, I said he gave her a year's payment for an allotment.
That she can personally visit and dance at any time.
Anytime she wants.
CJ, what did you say? The answer we're looking for is a pound.
I said he gave her the whole 16-ouncer, the whole pound.
There you go.
Pound. It said a pound.
That's right. That's one.
We'll give you one. We're going to give you one there. You're doing good, Rich. I said, being the English gentleman he was, and I'm afraid to hold this up too close because I'll unfocus my camera again. I said he gave her let me bring this down, a compliment.
Aha.
Compliment.
All right.
That's all right. So we've gone through 2 rounds. Have we got through 2 or 3?
3.
Was it 3? Oh, and your prize, that doesn't matter where your prize was because you didn't even win it.
You got to flex your toes up so you can count those toes.
All right. Here is the best part, Al. This is the best part of the game. Now, you are going to have to choose one of our celebrity contestants, which would be Big B, CJ, or myself. And before you do that, here's what you're playing for. If you get the answer right, only one, you have to match the one person right. The other 2 of us will play just for fun. You will receive an autographed Choo Choo Stew limited edition mug. I will also ensure that we send you a Cave Crew Radio t-shirt, and you will be involved in the Q&A before the return episode of Choo Choo Stew. How's that for a grand prize?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Which celebrity do you want to choose to play with?
That's out of context, man. You can't put it like
Which idiot on the show do you want to match their answer?
Well, that's a tough choice. What will be more? But that's beside the point. Okay, CJ.
CJ,
oh, this fucked up, man.
CJ,
the one that probably knows the least about Choo Choo Stew as far as this show goes. So this is very interesting.
Yeah.
This is where we burn his fucking ass. Okay. Oh yeah, I always listen to the show. You bullshit.
I just started listening like not too long ago.
The only time you listen to the show is when you're on it. But anyway, it's all good. We love you, and you help us out a lot, and we love you. But all right. I'm even gonna, if you and CJ get this right, I'm even gonna throw in this candy too. In the books. So you're playing. You got the books, you got the shirts, you got the candy, and you got the Q&A with Choo Choo Stew when he returns. Here is your final question, and both of you really think about this. It's funny that Big B brought up the allotment. Every year at the allotment, they hold a potluck picnic where everyone is encouraged to bring their favorite dish. In all his wisdom, Stu thought he would change things up. Instead of bringing food, Stu decided to bring a blank. All right, CJ, you got your answer plugged in?
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
All right. To me, Big B, I'm going to write mine down.
I
We
wrote
should be
mine down.
playing. We should be playing agree or disagree.
Let's see if Rich made the right decision. I'm writing my answer down now. Here's the question one more time, Rich, just to make it clear. Every year at the allotment, they hold a potluck picnic where everyone is encouraged to bring their favorite dish. In all his wisdom, Stu thought he would change things up. Instead of bringing food, he brought blank.
I could say something funny. Let's see. A dildo.
A dildo. All the money on the
Can
line.
I just say now he loses because nobody said dildo.
All the money on the line right now.
Hey, that's okay with me. Go ahead.
CJ, in all his wisdom, Stu thought he would change things up. Instead of bringing food, he brought
beer. I'd say
that's a good answer. Big B, what would you have said?
I said, put it up to the camera here, half a Christmas tree to plant.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
That was a good one. Damn.
On the other hand, guys, I said a burning heap of black stuff.
There you go.
See that? I was going to say that too, but I don't know why. Oh, well.
Well, hey, Rich, we appreciate you playing. Listen, you got to get some friends to come on the show with us now. You've won yourself 2 books.
Good.
So
good. I like it.
We got to get those out to you. 2 books from the Bermuda Triangle. Rich, thanks again. Keep listening. We'll see you in chat. We got more coming up.
All right, later.
Later.
You know, I should have said dildo because that would have been another easy picture for me to draw.
Well, you know, anything could come out of Stu's mouth. If you want to play Match Game Choo Choo Stew, email us at cavecrewradio@gmail.com. And we'll hook you up with some prizes. I got prizes coming up my ass right now. Has anyone said hi to Eric Evil in the chat?
Is he in chat?
Listen,
I was just looking at chat.
you know, maybe Eric will come on next week.
My buddy Eric. What's up, Eric?
Eric, do you think that you could handle Choo Choo Stew Match Game? I thought that was kind of fun. I know I'm just something different. But anyway.
Still think you should be playing agree or disagree.
Well, we can play that too. You just got to explain the rules to me. All right, so here's your chance, CJ. You know, you don't get a chance to kind of fuck around on your own show because everything's like serious and technical and self-help and, you know, teaching us how to be better people, which is all great. But you've got a couple stories to tell us. So do you want to play Take the Bait? Because you got a fake one and a real one. We can play Take the Bait.
Yeah, we can play. Let him read the stories, and we'll try to figure out if it's
right.
if it's true or false.
Everyone in the chat, let me cue up the Take the Bait little thing here. I don't have the music, but here we go. We got the little poster. So Take the Bait, folks, is CJ has one story that is true and one story that is not true. And we will vote on it, and we will see who is right and who is wrong. So take it away, CJ.
Now, in honor of Choo Choo Stew, both of my stories come from the BBC.
Beautiful.
I figured, someone had to, carry the UK vibe here. So the first story comes out of London itself. A new toy billed as the world's first transgender doll has created buzz on social media. Thousands of tweets about a product unveiled by the Toner doll company have been posted since its announcement that the doll would make its first appearance this week in the New York Toy Fair. The doll was modeled after a teenage activist who was born a boy but lives as a female. Jazz Jennings shot to fame when she was interviewed about her gender dysphoria by U.S. TV presenter Barbara Walters. And
so, do we have a picture of this fucking doll, or?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what does the doll look like? Does it just look like a girl? How do you make a transgender doll? It would either look like a boy or a girl.
Well,
does she have
I think people have been playing with transgender dolls this whole time. I mean, Ken doesn't have any junk, and Barbie doesn't have a vagina. So
right, they're all eunuchs, basically.
I take that personally. I do have some junk.
Okay, so G.I. Joe didn't have any junk. We'll go with that.
No, G.I. Joe had no nuts.
So I think everybody's been playing with transgender dolls this whole time. This is just the first company to say, hey, we developed the first transgender doll.
That's true. And if you looked at Barbie, now that I think of it, not that I was ever looking, but she kind of had a little bit of a bulge.
Maybe a little. Maybe she had the nuts and Ken lost them.
She was tucking it behind her ass. All right, so we gotta decide. So what is the name of this thing? You got no more info?
No, that was it. That was the whole story. Nice, short, sweet. I didn't want to take up too much time on this because I wanted to give you guys something to think about and bitch about. And
I'm wondering, like Saturday Night Live, what was its name? Pat?
Pat, yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, hell.
All right, let me think on that one for a minute. What's our next one?
So the second story comes out of Norway. Doctors in Norway have created a new serum that can administer to men, causing them to lactate. Women all over the world have supported this revolutionary serum, stating that now men can experience what it's like to breastfeed their child. Studies have not yet begun in the U.S., but researchers say that the benefits of the serum will have many social impacts.
Why the fuck would you want to lactate? Even if that is true, you're a fucking transgender if you want to lactate.
Is it bad to pray for a fucking meteor to come and hit this planet so we can start over?
No, that's not bad. It's like a big Etch-a-Sketch. We need a meteor to hit it for a big
big Etch-a-Sketch. Just shake it and wipe it clean and start again.
Yes,
Can you do that, please?
I used to think Norway was such a pretentious place to live. I was like, I want to move to Norway. They got good health care.
Well. Let's look at it
for a flu shot. The doctor's going to make me lactate.
Let's look at it from. You think of Norway as you're coming from the music side of it. You think of Norway, the 1990 Norwegian black metal scene. They burned churches down. One guy killed himself. One guy killed another guy. Fucking wore skulls on their fucking wore bones on their fucking necklaces, and now they're lactating men.
Yeah. Just imagine the Viking on the tip of the ship going, "Look at this squirting out my nipples.
Oh my God.
I declare war on you with my lactating milk."
There's all this talk about guys having titties nowadays. I get it. I mean, I get it. It's that whole new millennial generation wanting to be more softer, gentler side of men.
Look, and I understand this daddy figure that everyone's all about, but I looked in the mirror one day and I went, holy shit. I'm going to have to borrow one of my wife's bras. So I went and I started doing a lot of push-ups and chin-ups and get myself in shape. But at no point did I wish to lactate.
Oh God.
Even I'm going to go so far as to say, because Choo Choo Stew's not here to be like our transgender expert anymore. I'll be so far as to say, even if I did want to become a woman, I would still not want to lactate.
You know, men have been lactating for years. It's called steroids.
Oh, wet dreams.
Jesus Christ.
Whack. All right. I'm gonna go just for the this is disturbing on both levels. It's very disturbing. But I would rather, if my son had to make a choice, choose to play with a transgender doll as opposed to waking up and having to get him like cotton batten to put on his nipples. So I'm going to go with the transgender doll. Big B.
You're saying the transgender doll is true.
I'm just praying. I really don't know at this point. I'm just praying.
Yeah, I agree. I believe the transgender doll story is true. I don't think it's biologically possible to create a serum and have men lactate because that comes from the mammary glands.
You'd have to.
You don't have the ability to produce milk. So I would say number 2 is false.
I'll agree. And Eric Evil is saying number 2 is true. He believes the man is capable of producing milk and being self-sustaining without a woman on this earth.
All right.
Which is basically what we're saying, right? Because if we could lactate, we basically wouldn't need the woman.
What do you mean? Of course you would. You can't pinch a kid out of your cock. I mean, come on.
True enough. I should have wanted out my ass, I guess. But anyway, we got Albert also says 1 is true. So you got like 3 of us saying 1 is true. Eric Ebel thinks you are creating a generation of lactating robots. Which one is true?
All right. Well, number 1 is true. The Toner toy company did create a transgender doll that they claim to be the first transgender doll. Number 2 is absolutely fabricated, made up. However, you all are wrong. Men are capable of lactating if they use the proper steroids.
Okay, so I'm going to stay. Can you give us a list? At least on TV commercials, they say that don't use this. Risk.
Well, let's go. That's Anavar, Decabolin. I don't really know that much about steroids, but I know the ones that I hear about on watching television and in all those pumping iron movies.
Could you imagine?
Aren't those fucking commercials great when you're on like daytime TV? Do you sneeze a lot? Take this new medication to stop sneezing. Side effects are orbital bleeding, anal fissures, and in some cases death. Well, gee, I'd rather fucking sneeze.
The one I never understood was the whole Viagra one. I mean, if you got a hard on for 4 hours, who actually needs the doctor? You or the girl that is going to be on it for 4 hours? Because if you got an erection for 4 hours, you're going to be using it.
I have never, I said this years ago, I think on another show. If I had a 6-hour erection, I would not be calling 911 unless I was calling for a nurse because I needed a new partner.
Right.
Tag, you're in. Fuck it. Your turn.
I have a doll story to tell you guys as well. So we're closing in on things here. I'm sorry, I'm plugged up. It's probably I'm lactating through my nose. All right. So apparently in Germany, this is also over to Europe. Parents have been told to destroy baby doll because of spine fears. Hackers could talk and listen to children playing with My Friend Kayla. So, you know, they have these dolls now that are hooked up to Wi-Fi, and we've heard horror stories about these speakers that order things on Amazon and whatnot. Apparently, An official German watchdog has told parents to destroy an internet-connected doll because hackers can use it to spy on children. What the fuck is the world coming to? This is worse than Chucky.
The good guy doll.
No, but really, I read another article. They were looking at releasing Teddy Ruxpin again, but of course he's going to be on Wi-Fi. There's always going to be some sick bastard out there who's going to spy. I don't know. What do you guys get? Would you buy your kid a Wi-Fi connected doll? I guess that's what I want to get at.
Well,
CJ?
I mean, everything is connected to the internet now. It's just the world we live in now. Whether it's a Wi-Fi connected doll. Now, does the doll have a camera in it? Where they
pretty good.
People, for whatever reason, the doll could see you. I mean, it wouldn't make sense that the doll would have a camera in it. So if it doesn't, it's not. What are you going to spy on?
It
can't
says
see anything.
It says the doll answers questions by accessing the web, but also asks for sensitive personal information such as users' names, school, parents' names, and hometown.
Well, I mean, if stuff like that happens, that's when parenting, for some reason, the parenting aspect has gone out the window. Everybody expects the companies or the corporations, the toy makers to parent your children. No, teach your kid not to answer personal questions for people you don't know. Even if it's a toy. If a toy is asking you
for my friend Kayla, for fuck's sake, I tell my kid not to get in a fucking van, but my friend Kayla is supposed to be like, Barney. I'm just.
But that's what I'm saying. You teach your kids you don't answer personal questions of any kind unless it's somebody you actually know, a human being that you actually know. If a doll is asking you what's your name, what school do you go to, don't answer. Just you don't answer it. Just parent your children. Teach them things. Stop letting it be other people's problems.
I don't know. I used to. Your kids used to go to bed with a favorite stuffed animal. You didn't have anything to worry about. Or they tell you about Buddy in the closet. You didn't have anything to worry about. Now we got my friend Kayla. She's more dangerous than the Russian Empire.
The Russians hacked your doll.
CJ, what would you do? You got two daughters. I mean, we got sons.
Yeah, I agree with what Big B was saying there, and here's the thing: my daughter and I were in Walmart tonight, picking up some stuff, and this kid was absolutely going batshit crazy because mom didn't buy it or didn't let it get whatever it wanted, some toy or whatever. And the first thing my daughter said to me, she looked at me, she goes, "You would have whooped our ass if we would have done something like that." I said, "You're damn straight I would have whooped your ass." So I got to agree exactly with what Big B was saying, because the parenting thing has just gone away. It's like, oh, here's a TV, go watch it. Here's a iPhone, go play with it. Here's an iPad, go watch whatever. Nobody has any idea what the hell their kids are even doing anymore. So when my Kayla or whatever doll, my friend Kayla doll, is sitting there asking it personal questions, well, it's the only thing that's giving that kid any attention whatsoever. So that kid is going to say whatever, it wants that interaction.
I see that. Yeah.
Parents are not interacting with their kids enough anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're on the X. I mean, it could be the Xbox. It could be somebody coming through one of the games of the Xbox or something like that.
It could be anything. I mean, they got what is it on Amazon? They got this Alexa thing where it can play music. You can ask you questions. It can give you the weather, whatever. People can hack that too. Anything that's connected to the internet can get hacked. You just have to teach your children, and especially now that, when we were kids, there was no such thing as the internet. So the biggest thing was, DK said, don't get into a strange van. Don't talk to strangers. A car
Okay.
comes up, run the other way. Now it's on the internet. Now it's more, private, right? So you have to you have to go that extra mile to teach your children, whether it be a toy, whether it be the computer, whether it be the Xbox, whatever it is, you have to go the extra mile, teach your children what not to say to whom. And it's a lot of work, but you have to do it. Otherwise, your children will be exposed to several things that you don't want them to be exposed to at the very minimum.
Yeah, and look, I'm sure it was the way when we were growing up for our parents. Things were different, right? So but we need to understand, we need to be vigilant against this stuff.
Right.
But I never really thought I'd have to be like talking G.I. Joe who was going to convince my kid to become a suicide bomber.
Well, I mean, let's almost try to equate this, and you could make the argument. Let's equate it to when we were kids, and the first time we were home alone, right? Your parents would leave you home alone.
Right.
What was the first thing? One, don't answer the door. But two, and the one that relates kind of to this, if the phone rings,
don't answer it.
Well, no, even if you answer it, don't tell them that we're not home. Don't tell them any information about yourself. Just say somebody will call you back. Give me a phone number, something to that effect. That's the same type of thing.
Right.
You don't tell somebody on the computer that, oh, my parents aren't here, or this is the school I go to, whatever. It's the same type of thing when we were growing up. Don't tell whoever's on the phone. I don't care who it is. Don't tell them these things.
So basically, you're telling the kids, hey, my little Kayla, dad's on the shitter.
If that's what you got to tell them, yeah.
No. I haven't had the experience with a talking doll, but I've had the experience where my kid has now got Xbox Gold, and most of the time he's playing with friends. The rest of the time, he usually very friendly, nice people. But the odd time you get on a game, and it could be an adult, and they're vulgar, or they're they hack, they steal things from the game. We've had that before. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be vigilant, like you said.
And I've told my son too that whenever he's on Xbox, I said, how my voice sounds. You know how mommy's voice sounds, right? We're older. You know how we sound. You know how you and your friends talk. If you hear somebody on the other line, on the game, that sounds like either me or mommy or somebody like that, you tell us immediately, because they're an adult and they shouldn't be on the game with you.
Yeah, good point. CJ, you had something?
Yeah, I raised two daughters, and both of them are getting to that age now where I'm really looking out for those predators. I mean, and they're out there. I mean, people think, oh, it's only little kids that you have to worry about, but you have to worry about them, for their entire lives almost, it seems like. But with two daughters, I've looked at my kids' Snapchat and stuff like that, and there's these grown-ass men asking them to send naked pictures of themselves, or on their Instagram, and sending nasty messages to them. So you really got to be careful. And now with this My Kayla doll, or whatever it's called, it kind of ups that ante. It's like a pedophile's dream to be able to contact a child at that level, and then who knows where it goes from there. Hey, get on your parents' computer and type this address in, type of thing. It's
right.
Kids are very open to suggestions. They'll do almost anything you ask them to do if you give them the right motivation. And at that age, when they're still playing with dolls, they're right in that prime market for people to, tell them what they want them to do, and they'll just go do it.
That's some scary shit.
Yeah, it is very scary shit.
I mean, and I like to think like the three of us are very computer savvy. Like CJ.
I can track IP addresses. Those some bitches that talk to my daughter that way. I know where they live. I know how to track an IP address.
Goddamn Bogota, Colombia.
Bogota, fucking Colombia.
Motherfuckers. All right, one more story for you guys, and then we got to go. Imagine this is coming from where's this story coming from? Oh, this is from Britain again. Good old London. So, look, I don't know about you guys, but on a not a daily basis, but on a weekly basis, the wife and I we buy lottery tickets. We don't break ourselves, but we're always buying the lottery ticket, hoping that someday we'll find that Jacob's ladder or whatever, right?
Right.
Apparently, there is a jackpot winner in the United Kingdom who is suing the lottery corporation after winning a lottery for ruining her life. Story goes on to read from London. A British woman who won the lottery at age 17, which I wouldn't think is legal, is considering legal action against the British lottery for negligence. Jane Park won $1.2 million, and she became Britain's youngest Euro Millions winner. And claims winning the lottery at such a young age has ruined her life. Park, now at 21, told British newspapers that she's sick of shopping for designer clothes, struggling to find a boyfriend who isn't after her money, and burdened with the stress of being a millionaire. I thought it would make it 10 times better, but it's made it 10 times worse, Park said. I have material things, but apart from that, my life is empty. What is my purpose in life? Apparently, in Britain, the minimum age to win a lottery is 16.
What?
What do you guys feel about that, CJ?
What? Oh my God, 16 years old. If I won $1 million, trust me, I would have more porno magazines and probably sex dolls than any 16-year-old should have. And that's just what I would spend my money on. But I don't, 16 years old, you're not old enough to understand the gravity of what you're really taking on.
So is this a viable lawsuit?
Nah. I mean, come on, really? Seriously, you got $1 million, bitch. Suck it up, drive on.
This goes back to our last story.
Give it to me. Hey, give it to Cave Crew Radio. Become a Patreon. Cave Crew Radio. Put it all in that. How's that?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Yeah,
but to me, it goes back to being a parent. My dad would have jumped in, and see, I don't think in Canada, young at age, but if I did, I'm sure my dad would have stepped in and said, "This is what you need to do. I'll give you whatever, $100,000 to go blow, but here's what you need to do." So again, I find a flaw in society. Big B.
Well, first, if I was 16 and I won $1 million, 3 weeks later I'd be broke.
Yeah, right.
But as far as a lawsuit goes, it's nobody forced her to buy a lotto ticket, so you can't. You did that of your own volition. You can't sue for something you chose to do. Sorry. There's consequences for everything you do, whether it be good consequences or bad consequences. No matter what you do, there's consequences. You can't sue for it.
I don't know. These stories they just mesmerize me. Because I know, look, personally, I don't think $1 million is a lot, but as frugal as my wife and I are, we'd be fine. House is already paid for anyway. Well, other people, I think I've talked about this on air. Well, other people are buying houses that are $500,000. Melissa and I chose to buy a decent plot of land in a decent house that was big, good enough for us.
Right.
Where others are a day away from being broke because it impresses people. So $1 million we'd put away, we'd live on. I put money for my son. But as a 16-year-old, I got to admit to you, I probably would have went crazy. I probably would have spent every single penny of it. Because I don't know what I know now. I don't know the value of, like I said, other people live in huge homes that have mortgages that are 10 times what they make, and Melissa and I have chosen to live in a modest house that is paid for.
Right.
I don't know. To each their own, right?
Yeah, I guess.
To each their own, kids. All right, CJ, what we're running down on things now, but you got to tell us. I know you're gonna run me through a little coach through my green screen, but you're doing a lot of great things out there. I'll tell you, folks. There's a lot of people out there on the web, and I try to throw out the odd little tidbit of advice and shit like that. But you are the live streaming guy. And
well, I'm just one of the live streaming guys. There's so many different live
you're not getting rich by it by any means.
No. But I do this because it's a passion. I love getting out here and I love delivering value to people. One of the, I do several different shows, with Raw and Real. That's my flagship show. That's the one I really enjoy doing the most. But, I decided to come out here and give away a free course basically on film production and things like that. Because that's a lot of people, when they start live streaming, they have this problem. They'll hold their phone up and they'll just hit live, which is fine. That's great if you're maybe just doing a little stream for your friends. But I see marketers doing this. And okay, so let me just go off a little bit about this. You online marketers, pull your fucking heads out of your goddamn asses. You're marketing to other fucking marketers. They're not your goddamn audience. Get it out of your fucking head that you got to be on each and every day for 12 fucking hours. I don't want to see your fucking live stream up there for 12 goddamn hours. It's pissing me the fuck off. You're cluttering up the live stream space. People don't know whether to shit or go blind. And everything you're talking about, all this marketing authenticity bullshit. Come on. We know you're just trying to sell some shit. Get the fuck off of the live stream, or maybe target your fucking audience a little bit better, because you marketing to me is just pissing me off. Anyways, let's go on to what I was talking about before. I want to be able to give value to people. So I'm trying to help people learn how to live stream in a way that they can add value to the live stream market, meaning use your camera right, use the right audio, use the right lighting, show up, be professional, because I am judging your video based on how much quality is in that video. If you can put out a video where I don't have to, if I don't think about the quality of it, chances are you're doing it right, and just keep doing what you're doing. Now, if you're just the me streamer, the one that just holds your camera up and you're just trying to be funny and maybe share something that's cool, perfect. I like those too. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with the me streamers out there, because the me streamers are really what this whole live stream thing was made for. So if you're a me streamer, keep on doing what you're doing. If you're a pro streamer, get your shit straight. Maybe go over to ripcomedia.com and figure it out.
CJ, now, and this is going to go for Big B too, who has a radio show that he's been doing for years. A video on Facebook, does it get priority over, say, if I put a link up?
It used to, but I changed the algorithm so much. It used to be where if you put a video from YouTube over there, you were seen more often than if you just typed in a post or something like that. Now with live streaming is kind of their new toy. So they're going to put that up there. However, what they did was they created this map icon over on Facebook, where if you click on that map, you can literally see who's live streaming all throughout the world. So you can click on a live stream over in India, and then you can decide you don't want to watch that. So you click on a live stream in New York, decide you don't want to watch that, and then click on a live stream in Germany.
But it seems in my feed, I always see, I'm just setting for an example, CJ is live.
Well, that's because you're following me. If you weren't following me, you wouldn't see that.
No? Okay.
If now there are some people where you're going to see them anyways. Like you get the big ones, NBC, ABC, CBS.
Yes.
You will see them whenever they go live, just because they're actually paying Facebook to push that to the front of the line, if you will.
That's a paid ad.
Well, it's not a paid ad, it's a paid feed. So they're paying Facebook to push it out, to put it at the front. So if you're live, even though I'm following you, when you go live, I will see the NBC, ABC, or CBS feed way before I see yours, just
Yes,
because they're paying for that.
I see that. Okay. I'm just wondering, because I heard that if you go as a live video, so say Brian went live and you did a post, I would see Brian live before I saw your post.
Yeah, for the most part, you would since we're all friends and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. The video is going to take precedence to a certain degree. However, if Facebook feels that something in their algorithm, if you put a post out there and you got a couple of hashtags in there that are trending, the more trending your comment is, the higher it's going to be, the more engagement you get. So say if I put a post up there and I get 20 people to engage, but he's only got 4 people watching his show, mine's going to bump to the top of the line over his show, just for the simple fact that I'm getting engagement. So Facebook really pushes the engagement aspect.
Let's talk about hashtags for a minute, because I know that when I'm on Twitter, hashtags are critical. For instance, when I use Potter and Family, I get 25 retweets.
Mm-hmm.
How critical are hashtags to Facebook? Because I don't think a lot of us use hashtags on Facebook.
Well, with Facebook, it's a little bit different. It's not the same way as it is in Twitter. Facebook, if you put a hashtag out there and somebody does a search for a keyword in Facebook, that's where the hashtags come up. It's more of a search term that you're basically saying, this is what I want to be found for in Facebook search.
Right, which I don't think a lot of people do.
No, either that or they overuse them. They either don't use them at all or they overuse them. If you've got more than 4 or 5 hashtags, you're not going to get found for anything, because they're just going to kick you out. If you use more than 2 or 3, 2 or 3 is about where you want to be if you're going to use a hashtag. But for the most part, it is what it is, and just one is enough. I mean, if you want to be found for online coaching and you hashtag online coaching or hashtag mindset, you're going to get found for those things. Now you're going to get buried down because there's thousands of other people using these things. I mean, you figure in each second of the day, there's over 12 million posts being generated on Facebook.
Right. It's clogged.
Second. So, and if you got a public profile like I do, you're going to be lucky to hit. I mean, I've got, I don't know, little over 2,000 people that follow me, but even with 2,000 people that follow me, I'm still only going to hit about 4% of those people actually seeing my stuff.
Yeah. Still always got to drive back to the webpage, I think. But that's
yeah, and that's really what it's about. If, when I first started into YouTube, I took a course from James Wedmore. He pretty much laid it out there on how to get noticed on YouTube. His first comment was, the secret to YouTube is get them the hell off of YouTube, get them onto your website. And I've used that with everything, even with Facebook. The first rule of Facebook is get them the hell off of Facebook and over onto your page, because they're going to lose interest in whatever it is that you're doing if they're not on something that's dedicated to you.
Right. I agree. All right, boys, listen, we're running out of time here. CJ, I really appreciate it. And look, guys, ripcamedia.com is the spot you need to drive through. He's got a YouTube page. He's got a great show, Ron Real. I watch it all the time. I'm going to put that video up and try and win a mobile streaming kit. We'll see what happens. But good to have you on. And it's great to have people on to get them to loosen up a little bit and have fun with us. Big B.
Yes, sir.
What would you name this episode?
I took absolutely no notes. but I did. I was thinking about it, and I would call it the legend of the sidewalk basketball shot.
I'm just writing down. Shot. I should be typing this. It'd be, we talk about modern technology. I should be typing this in. CJ, if anything, you could call this show. I also did not take any notes.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. But I would probably call it something like the Supreme Intern Delivers Iron Maiden.
Oh, I gotta write that down. The Supreme Intern Delivers Iron Maiden. Now, see, I went a totally different way than you guys. And I said, lactating male makes a match. So now we have to decide. Here's what we have. Anybody out there, you go ahead, please. There's still time. The Legend of the Sidewalk Basketball Shot. The Supreme Intern Delivers Iron Maiden. Lactating male makes a match. Big B, do you want to change? Or do you want to hold steady?
No, I think this week I'm going to hold steady. Usually I'm okay either way, but I think this week I'm holding steady.
All right, that's good. That's one vote. CJ, do you want to cause us in a split?
I'm really liking that one. The only reason why I said what I said was basically so it could be different, so we could get to this point. I got to agree with Big B. The legend of the sidewalk basketball shot. That's pretty amazing.
There you go, folks. Despite what I say, I like it too. But 2 wins the vote, and I'm good with that too. So CCR 2K17 episode 7 is The Legend of the Sidewalk Basketball Shot. Kind of cool. Is my camera in focus yet?
Yes.
All right. I don't know what I think I held it. This is all this cheap shit. If you people would send us some goddamn money. Anyway, that's actually a pretty expensive camera. I think that was like over $100. It was a Logitech. But I think I held it up and I put everything on a focus. And I haven't even begun to get into the green screen shit yet. CJ is going to help me, but it's a little late tonight. All right, guys. I'll you guys hang on the line for a second. Folks, Cave Crew Radio every Thursday night, live, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. CJ was our guest. I guarantee he'll be back in a little while. Don't you fret yourself. We'll probably have the Supreme Intern, Little B, back as well. I enjoyed chatting with him. So we'll catch you next week.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!